Hi, this is Robin again, and I'm here with my sister Leslie. Leslie is a sister who was diagnosed with ovarian cancer at the end of August, and she wanted to talk a little bit of her journey. That's my granddaughter Zanani over there, trying to get in.
I was really in a state of shock. I had been complaining for 3 years that there was something wrong with my digestive system and there was something wrong with my balance. And they did all kinds of tests. Um, they kept palpitating my abdomen and whatnot and telling me that it was because of my diabetes that I was having this trouble. Until finally, my stomach swelled up so much that I looked like I was 9 months pregnant. And I went in and I had an appointment, and within 3 days, I was in surgery. I mean, it was like they came, they checked, they left the room, they came back, and they said, we have what do you call it? A cancelization, and we'd like to send you in within a couple of days. So there I was, still not believing that I had cancer. And now I'm going to surgery. And they're telling me that they're going to take out everything that is female. So that was kind of a shock. But we went through it, and I had to say that almost immediately after I had all of that gucky stuff taken out of me, I felt better. I felt better even with the pain of surgery. And it was just astounding to me that that could happen so quickly. So I have been in chemo I'm going in for the fifth time, and I will be finished at the sixth treatment. But I want to talk about the things that don't seem connected to chemo. I mean, this is connected to chemo. I mean, there's no doubting that. But my balance is off. I keep falling off my feet. I get one kind of infection and then another, and as soon as we clear that up, something else goes on. I have been in the hospital 3 times in 6 weeks for dehydration and dumb things like that. And I find that so very frustrating. If it felt like it was tied to the chemo, then I could live with it. But I'll eat anything that goes by my face. And it is delicious. There's nothing that I won't eat and enjoy. That's not supposed to be. Robin says, I can't eat anything because it tastes funny. And I'm like, I can't stop eating anything because it tastes so good. So it's the unexpected, I think, that has thrown me really off kilter. Um, Excuse me. I've been told that because I keep having one thing after another, they have changed my fifth chemo from the second to something like the ninth, which is breaking my heart. I mean, I was finished going into the downstretch, and that's going to be postponed. Um, but we're going to hang in there. We're going to get it done. And now I'm excited to see how my hair is going to grow back. Is it going to be curly? Is it going to be straight? Is it going to be blonde? Is it going to be silver? So I've decided not to shave my head anymore and just see what happens. And if it really looks ugly, then I'll shave it and start all over again. I really don't know what else to say.
You could talk about your mouth sores that
Oh, yes. One thing that is tied to the chemo is I get sores in my mouth. on the inside of my upper lip, on my cheeks, and on the very tip of my tongue and the side. And talk about painful. I walk around and I can't do anything like this because touching any part of that hurts. And it stayed forever. I think I just got over it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And now I'm getting ready to go back into chemo and have to deal with that all over again. Also, constipation, which I have never had trouble with. Robin and I have done prune juice and ginger ale and Malcolm Mag and anything else we can get our hands on that looks like it's going to help us go. And it doesn't work. It just takes forever to get that straightened out, and then it's time to go back and start all over again. So I would say the constipation and the mouth sores have been my biggest problem. If I could get over that, I'd be home free. I'm also a little worried about what's going to happen after my 6th chemo. Do they say, okay, we're finished, goodbye? Okay, we're finished, come back in 3 weeks, come back in 6 months. Whatever they're going to say has me kind of really nervous. 1, I'm afraid of being cut free. And 2, I'm afraid that I won't be cut free. So, I mean, it's this back and forth that can also be tiresome. I can't think of anything else.
Leslie and I have 2 different kinds of chemo. I started out with the four rounds of adriamycin and Cytoxin, and then I went on to have Taxol. Leslie has Taxol with carboplatin. She gets hers every 3 weeks times the 6 doses. They do a test for Leslie every time she goes. Her levels started. Talk about those levels that
I get my blood tested every Monday, which means tomorrow. I started with a count of 7,000.
And what's normal?
Normal is 53 less than. Let's see, now I am 53 points away from normal. I went down to like 750, then 125. Now I'm at 53. And they tell me that this next round ought to knock out everything and my count should be normal. So I get rather excited about that. I have been stuck so many times that they don't even have to say 1, 2, 3. Just go ahead and jab me. You know, it's old hat now.
I don't know what else to say.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, I think I've covered just about everything I can think of.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll be back.